What does that smell like? Oh, basketball, Lakers season. It's almost here, folks, and we're here to talk about 5 biggest challenges the Los Angeles Lakers face in the upcoming season, which is just weeks away. Harrison Graham here from Chat Sports on the Lakers Report. Lots to dive into, and we'll do that here in just a moment. But first, speak it into existence. If you think that the Lakers can win the 2024 NBA title, cut down the nets, the championship, the Larry O.B., then hit that like button. Let's go. Got to win that championship this year. Feels like a big season in the LeBron era in L.A. All right, from 5 to 1, the early schedule. Schedule early on is tough. It's not going to be easy. You got to weather the storm early on and play some good basketball. You look at the Lakers' first 10 games here. They're at Denver to kick things off on opening night. Then they face the Phoenix Suns at Sacramento. All 3 of those are projected to be teams in the top 4 or 5 in the Western Conference. Home game against the Magic, but then you got the Clippers. You go on the road for 4 straight games. Orlando, Miami, Houston, and Phoenix, and then come back home to play the Trailblazers. Outside of Orlando and Portland at home, not exactly super easy. And then, oh, by the way, games 11 and 12 versus Memphis and then versus Sacramento. Now, obviously, John Morant won't be there for the Grizzlies as he's handling a 25-game suspension, but still, it's got to be the hardest start in the NBA, right? I mean, I haven't dove deep into all 30 NBA schedules, but I would dare to say the opening 12 games for the Lakers is one of, if not the hardest to begin a season this year. So at least win 7, right? Like 7-5 early on, 8-4 would be awesome, but it's going to be tough. I don't think you're going to see a lot of load management early on for the LeBron Lakers. All right, number 4, playing time for the young guys. It's going to be a challenge for Darvin Ham to pick and choose which guys are worthy of rotation spots, who to play in the rotation, if any of them even earn a spot in the Lakers rotation. Guys like Max Christie, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Scottie Pippen Jr., Colin Castleton. We've talked a lot about these guys this offseason, going back to Summer League, etc. Which one of these guys cracks the rotation? I know there's a lot of hype around Max Christie, and there's a lot of thought about getting young guys opportunities as, you know, this current era of Lakers basketball isn't going to last forever. But at the same time, you're trying to win at the highest level now. You can't just give young guys minutes because obviously you're trying to win as many games as possible. Obviously, you got to find that balance. So young guys need to be brought up to speed. They need opportunities, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do to win now. But with how old some of these players are, LeBron, AD's an old 30-ish-year-old player. Obviously, he's going to miss some games. You're going to need to get these guys some minutes. So when they do have to play more, they are more ready to go. Shout out to our newest sponsor here at Chat Sports. That is Prize Picks, folks. If you're looking to spice up your game day experience, look no further than Prize Picks. They are a skill-based, real money, daily fantasy sports game. If you're looking for a more fun way to spend your game days, look no further than Prize Picks, like I said. So how does it work, you ask? Well, here's how. You pick 2 to 6 players, and if they will go for more or less than their Prize Picks projection, you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. So what you do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Why is the code CLNS? Because I said so. CLNS, 4 letters, very easy to remember. Nice example here of some picks you can make right now. Obviously, there's not NBA games going on just yet, but you can look at some season-long projections here from Prize Picks. I like the lower number for LeBron on points per game average this year at 27.1. I know he averaged 28 last year. I think ideally he's in that 25, 26 range at a very efficient clip. I think they're going to try and manage his minutes a little bit. And then I like more on the rebounds for Anthony Davis. I think he can grab 12 or more per game. I think he's going to be even more of a focal point this year. That's 20 to win 60, so 3x your entry there. Again, you can go up to 25x if you have 6 players you've got in your pool right there. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. With Prize Picks, it takes less than 60 seconds to make your picks So get started right away. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. That link is in the comments and in the description. Code CLNS. They'll match up your deposit up to $100. If you go beyond that, the max is $100 in terms of what they're going to match for you. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Code CLNS. Okay, number 3, keeping Christian Wood happy. Now, I don't know if this is a priority, but if you want to get the most out of him, this is definitely a challenge. I mean, we saw it in Dallas last year. It didn't work out. They never seemed to be on the same page, and that's kind of been a theme for Christian Wood. But when he's engaged, when he's having fun, when he's getting consistent minutes, he's a good player. So I think you got to set that tone early. Now, obviously, he has to earn minutes. This is not the let's baby Christian Wood show. Like, I like Christian Wood. I think he can make a big difference for this team this year. But you can't just make the whole team about him, obviously. But at the same time, encourage him early on. Hey, we're going to play through you, especially with that second unit. We're going to get you some shots in some different spots. And I think that keeps him happy. That keeps him engaged. And that'll have him play better defense, I think. I keep going back to this. There was a stretch last year with the Dallas Mavericks where he actually played above average defense. Now, it didn't last very long. It was only about a 3 or 4 week stretch. But if he can just be adequate on that end, rebound, block the occasional shot, if he's giving you 15-plus points per game, then you'll live with those numbers if he just plays a little bit of defense. The refusal to play defense is not going to work here, so hopefully he's engaged early and often, and a lot of that's on him, but some of it, you got to know your players, right? Getting him some shots is going to get him more engaged. What do you guys think? 48.5 wins for the Lakers this season. Type H for higher, L for lower. Prize Picks, prizepicks.com/CLNS. 48.5 wins. H for higher, L for lower. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments section. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to today's show. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button if you want more Lakers news, rumors, and other coverage. We got you covered here at the Lakers Report. It's youtube.com/@LakersTV. youtube.com/@LakersTV. Do not miss out on anything surrounding the purple and gold. All right, a couple more here. Can LeBron keep doing it? I took the less on points per game average, but that doesn't mean I don't think he's going to keep playing at a high level. I mean, last year, 28.9 points per game, year before 30.3. Again, like, I think that season he had in the 2020-2021 season, I know he missed a lot of games with injuries, but 25, 26 points per game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, if you're in that range, shooting over 50% from the field, hopefully 35, 37% from 3, I think you'd be more than happy with that. I mean, at some point he has to slow down, right? He doesn't look like a guy who has, but I will say this. You kind of saw it late in the playoffs last year. You kind of saw a guy that looked a little bit tired, which is why I think the overall numbers and usage rate just needs to go down a bit, which is why I'm looking at you, Anthony Davis. This is your time to take over as this team's alpha male. Can you do it? I don't know. We haven't seen that, but if he can take on more of that workload and LeBron can not play Robin to 80s Batman, but not feel like he has to be the guy all the time, I think that would go a long way for this team and extend out his season of high-level play on into the playoffs. Now, I think the answer to this is pretty clear, but, maybe there's some haters in the chat. Is LeBron washed? Type W for washed, G for still good. It's definitely not washed. Again, like I said, he looked slower and tired late in the playoffs, but even then, he was still scoring over 20 points per game for the most part. So he's definitely not washed. Is he a top 3 player in the league anymore? Probably not. Top 10, absolutely. And you don't need him to be top 3. Be a top 10 guy, AD, be a top 10, top 15 guy. That duo can take you a long way, and you have a lot of depth on this team now as well. And then the top one is the health. I think that's where the depth really helps you, right? When your top 2 players are a 39-year-old LeBron James who's had injury problems in recent years and Anthony Davis who's had injury problems throughout his career, they could miss a lot of games. Now, you can't have them each missing 30-plus. That would not be ideal, but I think you have to account for them probably at least missing 15 games apiece, which is where you need the depth to step in here. You need Austin Reeves to take another step. You need guys like D'Angelo Russell to step up and play well. You look at the games played in recent years, neither has played more than 67, and that was 4 years ago for LeBron. Like, his last 3 years, 45, 56, 55. Like, chances are he's missing 20-plus games, and that's definitely true with Anthony Davis. So you just hope it's not at the same time. You hope that it's not extended major injuries, but they will miss time, and that is definitely a challenge that Darvin Ham, the medical staff, the trainers, all that have got to account for over the course of an 82-game season. But again, it's about being healthy at the right time. That is absolutely the most key ingredient for this Lakers team, because I think if they're fully healthy come playoff time, they're going to be a tough out for anybody. What do you guys think is the biggest challenge facing the Lakers this year? What say you? Let us know down in the comments below what you think the biggest challenge is. And don't forget to like this video. Hit the thumbs up icon if you haven't already. If you believe the Lakers can win the 2024 NBA championship. I know this guy's getting older. You see him right there pointing LeBron. But as long as he's in your building, you got a chance to win a championship. So if you agree, hit that like button.